Pnawn da, y cynghorydd Gwennol Elis ydw i a fi di cadeirydd y Pwyllgor Trosolwg a Chraffu Addysg a Sgiliau. Hoffwn groesawu pawb i'r cyfarfod sy'n gyfarfod aml leoliad. Croeso i'n swyddogion, yr aelodau'r Pwyllgor, yr aelodau lleug a phawb sy'n gwylio o gartref. Bydd y cyfarfod yn cael ei ffrydio'n fyw a'i recordio a bydd ar gael i wylio ar ôl i'r cyfarfod ddod i ben. Os bydd y ffrydio byw yn methu, bydd y cyfarfod yn parhau a bydd y recordiad ar gael trwy wefan y cyngor ar ôl i'r cyfarfod dod i ben. Fe hoffwn i atgoffa aelodau bod y gwasanaeth cyfieithu ar gael. Os hoffech chi ddefnyddio'r gwasanaeth yma, dewisiwch yr opsiwn Saesneg ar eich uned meicroffon os ydych chi'n y siambr ac os ydych chi'n mynychu o bell, cliciwch ar y tab Audio Settings a dewis English. I'r rhai sy'n dymuno siarad yn y siambr, dangoswch hynny drwy godi eich llaw a rhoi eich meicroffon ymlaen pan ddaw eich tro chi i siarad. Ar-lein, mwyn i'r rhai sydd ei angen allu clywed y cyfieithiad bob amser, dylai unrhyw un ar-lein sy'n dymuno siarad defnyddio'r potwm llaw felen. Fe fydda i'n galw ar eich enw i siarad ac ar y pwynt hwnnw pwyswch y botwm push to speak. Os oes gennych chi bwynt o drefn, defnyddiwch y botwm push to speak yn unig. Caiff aelodau'r Pwyllgor gyfle i leisiau barn yn gyntaf cyn y gwahoddir yr aelodau cabinet perthnasol i gyfrannu fel y bon briodol ac wedyn bydd rhai nad ydynt yn aelodau'r Pwyllgor yn cael cyfle i siarad. Mwyn cadw eich lle yn y rhes o siaradwyr wrth ofyn cwestiwn, gadewch eich meicroffon ymlaen nes eich bod wedi cael ymateb ac wedi gofyn unrhyw gwestiynau ychwanegol. Byddai'n ddefnyddiol pe bai aelodau'n gofyn pob un o'i cwestiynau ar unwaith, nad oes arnaf eisiau atal trafodaeth, hoffwn atgoffa'r aelodau y dylai unrhyw gwestiynau ganolbwyntio ar y pwnc dan sylw ac y dylent osgoi ailadrodd. I'r rhai sy'n bresennol o bell, cofiwch nad oes modd i'r rhai sydd yn y siambr ddefnyddio'r cyfleuster sgwrsio. Os ydy'r rhai sy'n mynychu o bell yn gorfod gadael y cyfarfod dros dro, rhowch neges yn y cyfleuster sgwrsio. Mae disgwyl wrth gwrs i bawb sy'n bresennol ac sy'n cymryd rhan yn y cyfarfod hwn ymddwyn yn briodol a pharchu eich gilydd. Mae hyn yn berthnasol i aelodau, swyddogion ac aelodau ar wasg neu unrhyw un sydd yn yr oriel gyhoeddus. Awn ni mlaen i'r rhaglen. Yn gyntaf, rydyn ni angen penodi is-gadeirydd i'r Pwyllgor Chraffu Addysg a Sgiliau. Mae gen i gynigydd y fanco, dwi'n meddwl, Cynghorydd Carol.
Thank you, Chair. Can I propose Councillor Jeff Stewart as Vice Chair?
Diolch. Da ni wedi cael cynigydd, cynnig enw Jeff Stewart, Cynghorydd Jeff Stewart, gai eilydd os gwelwch yn dda. Mae'r Cynghorydd Austin chi oedd gyntaf, da chi'n eilio. Ydy bosib i chi gyd dangos trwy codi'ch dwylo?
Any other nominations first?
Dyle bo fi wedi gofyn cyn hynny, oedd ne enwebiad arall? Na, yn ffodus iawn, does na ddim. Felly, nawn ni wneud o unwaith eto. Diolch yn fawr, mae hynny'n unfrydol. Llongyfarchiadau, Cynghorydd Jeff, da chi eisiau mynd efo ni fan hyn ar y podiwm? Mae'n mynd i chi.
Thank you, Chair. Well,
Dyna ni. Diolch yn fawr. Tra mae'r Cynghorydd Jeff yn cael wneud i ffordd i fyny fan hyn, nawn ni ofyn i Sally oes na ymddiheuriadau.
Just apologies from the Youth Council representative. We have one that's unwell and the others have exams.
Diolch yn fawr, neb o fan hyn.
Excuse?
Se rwy'n ar-lein oes, Cynghorydd, Cynghorydd Mike.
Diolch, Cadeirydd. Cynghorydd Julie Fallon, arweinydd y Cyngor.
Diolch yn fawr iawn. Dyna ni. Datgan cysylltiad cod ymddygiad Llywodraeth leol. Caiff yr aelodau atgoffa fod yn rhaid datgan bodolaeth a natur eu cysylltiad personol. Oes gen rhywun angen datgan cysylltiad? Cynghorydd Dilwyn.
Diolch cadeirydd. Gai ddatgan diddordeb personol sy'n ei ddeud yn y ffaith y mod i yn aelod lleol dros Ysgol Sbytifan ac hefyd dwi'n eista ar fwrdd Llywodraethwyr Ysgol Sbytifan ac Ysgol Betws y Coed. Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr. Mae gen swyddog monitro Matt George dod i mewn.
Yeah, personal interest only because, as I understand it, Councillor Dilwyn is a local education appointed governor, which means there's an exemption within the Members' Code of Conduct to say that would only be considered a personal interest. So I don't know if there are any other governors of Ysgol Ysbyty-Ifan or Ysgol Betws y Coed within the meeting, but if so, they may want to declare interest.
Mae gen I hefyd angen datgan cysylltiad personol gan fod fy nghymdeithr yn gadeirydd Llywodraethwyr Ysgol Ysbyty-Ifan, ond personol yn unig ydy'r cysylltiad yma oherwydd nad ydyn ni ddim wedi bod mewn cyswllt diweddar nac wedi trafod yr ysgol o gwbl. Iawn? Neb arall, llangos? Diolch yn fawr. Materion brys. A does ne ddim materion brys. Cofnodion, rhif 5 ar yr rhaglen. Cymeradwyo a llofnodi cofnodion y cyfarfod diwetha fel cofnod cywir. Gai gynigydd, os gwelwch yn dda, i gymeradwyo'r cofnodion. Cynghorydd Trystan Lewis yn cynnig eilydd, cynghorydd Carol, a gawn ni pawb i godi dwylo os da ni'n cytuno. Diolch yn fawr. Fawr iawn. Rhif 6, cofnodion fforwm cyllideb ysgolion, a ydyn ni angen cynigydd ac eilydd i nodi'r cofnodion yma. Y cynghorydd Carol yn cynnig, cynghorydd Joe ar-lein yn eilio, a gawn ni gyd godi yn llaw i gytuno. Diolch. Rhif 7 ar y rhaglen, cwestiynau i'r aelod cabinet a does dim heddiw. Diolch yn fawr. Awn ni mlaen rwan i rhif 8, adolygu rhaglenni gwaith i'r dyfodol. Pwynt 1, adolygu rhaglen gwaith i'r dyfodol y Pwyllgor, Trosolwg a Chraffu Addysg a Sgiliau. A'r ail un ydy rhaglen gwaith i'r dyfodol cyfunol, a bydd Jane Jones, swyddog arweiniol Chraffu, yn rhoi'r wybodaeth ddiweddaraf i ni. Diolch, Jane.
Good afternoon, members. Just a brief update to let you know that the committee recently met to review the Education and Skills Forward Work Programme for the municipal year. It was a very productive meeting, lots of contribution. Thank you to everyone who attended. The chair and I will now work through the actions, and we will attempt to populate the Forward Work Programme in consultation with officers. In the meantime, if you have any other topics that you would like to be considered, please complete a scrutiny topic selection form and I will progress it for you. Thank you.
Diolch yn fawr, Jane. Rhif 9. Dyna ni. Da ni angen rwan cynigydd ag eilydd i gymeradwyo'r rhaglenni gwaith sy'n newydd gan ei cyflwyno gan Jane. Gawn ni gynigydd ag eilydd, os gwelwch yn dda, cynghorydd Austin a cynghorydd Liz. Cynghorydd Austin yn cynnig, cynghorydd Liz yn eilio, a gawn ni pawb i godi dwylo, os gwelwch yn dda. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Diolch. Rhif 9. Ystyried adroddiadau gan y pennaeth gwasanaeth addysg ar y materion canlynol. 9.1. Adroddiad canlyniad yr ymgynghoriad ar y cynnig i gau Ysgol Ysbyty-Ifan, tudalennau 38 i 85. Bydd y cynghorydd Aaron Wyn, aelod cabinet dros addysg, yn cyflwyno'r adroddiad, a bydd Dr Lowry Brown, pennaeth gwasanaethau addysg, a John Davies, rheolwr strategol, eiddo ac addysg a rheoli safleoedd, yn cyflwyno yr adroddiad. Drosodd atoch chi, Cynghorydd Aron.
Diolch yn fawr iawn, Cadeirydd a pnawn da bawb. Mae'r adroddiad yma yn ystyried adborth yr ymgynghoriad ar y cynnig i gau ysgol ysbyty Ifan. Cynhalwyd ymgynghoriad yn unol â'r cod trefniadaeth ysgolion, gyda tystiolaeth glir bod barn disgyblion, rhieni, staff a'r gymuned ehangach wedi ei ystyried yn ofalus. Bod cryfder y teimlad lleol yn cael ei gydnabod wrth gwrs, mae'r adroddiad yn dangos bod pob dewis rhesymol arall yn hytrach na cau'r ysgol wedi ei archwilio'n gydwybodol a bod y cynnig hwn yn adlewyrchu'r angen i sicrhau darpariaeth addysg gynaladwy i ddysgwyr dros y tymor hir. A gai ddiolch yn fawr i bawb gymerodd rhan yn yr ymgynghoriad hwnnw. Gofynnaf rwan i'r swyddogion gyflwyno'r adroddiad a'n harwain drwy'r brif ganfyddiadau. Diolch.
Diolch yn fawr, Cynghorydd Aron. Iawn.
Diolch Cadeirydd, diolch Cynghorydd Aron. Fyddai'n cyflwyno'r adroddiad yn Gymraeg, ond dwi'n hapus i ateb unrhyw gwestiynau yn Gymraeg neu Saesneg yn dilyn y cyflwyniad. Prynhawn da pawb, heddiw cyflwynir 2 bapur i'r Pwyllgor Chraffu yn gofyn i chi adolygu'r adroddiad adborth ymgynghori ar y cynnig i gau 2 o'n hysgolion cynradd yng Nghonwy. Ein gweledigaeth yw creu rhwydwaith o ysgolion yng Nghonwy sy'n ddynamig, yn gynhwysol ac yn wedyn. Ein nod yw datblygu amgylcheddau lle mae arloesedd mewn addysgu a dysgu yn ffynnu, lle mae myfyrwyr yn cael eu hysbrydoli i gyflawni eu potensial llawn, a lle mae gymuned yn cymryd rhan weithredol yn haith addysgol ei phlant a'i phobl ifanc. Drwy gofleidio technolegau newydd, arferion cynaladwy a dulliau cydweithredol, bydd ysgolion Conwy nid yn unig yn ganolfannau rhagoriaeth academaidd, ond hefyd yn ganolfannau gweithgaredd cymunedol a dysgu gydol oes. Wrth weithredu unrhyw newidiadau, cydnabyddir y bydd angen i aelodau wneud penderfyniadau anodd ac yn aml yn amhologaidd wrth ystyried dyfodol trefniadaeth ysgolion. Rhaid i ni sicrhau bod ein hadeiladau ysgol, adnoddau addysgu a phrofiadau dysgu disgyblion yn addos at ddibenion byd heddiw a gallant baratoi ein plant a'n pobl ifanc ar gyfer y dyfodol. Yr her sy'n yn ein hwynebu yw sicrhau bod ein hysgolion yn darparu'r amgylchedd priodol sy'n galluogi ein plant a'n pobl ifanc i gyflawni sgiliau bywyd o'r safon uchaf. Byddwn nhw'n gweithio i leihau nifer y lleoedd gwag yn ein hysgolion cynradd mwyn bod o fewn ganllawiau Llywodraeth Cymru. Mae hyn yn cynnwys sicrhau bod gan ysgolion cynradd unigol fwy na 75% o'i lleoedd wedi'w llenwi a bod 90% o leoedd wedi'w llenwi ar draws y sector trwy optymeiddio dyrannu adnoddau a gwella effeithlonrwydd cyffredinol ein system hysgolion. Yn y cyfarfod ar yr 11 o Dachwedd 2025, rhoddodd Cabinet Cyngor Bwrdeistref Sirol Conwy gymeradwyaeth i gychwyn ymgynghoriad i ystyried y posibilrwydd o gau ysgol ysbyty Ifan. Cynhalwyd yr ymgynghoriad yn unol â gofynion statudol y Cod Trefniadaeth Ysgolion. Pwrpas yr adroddiad heddiw yw ystyried canlyniad yr ymgynghoriad a cheisio cymeradwyaeth y Cabinet i symud ymlaen i gam nesaf y broses. Mae adroddiad canlyniad yr ymgynghoriad wedi atodi, atodiad A, yn darparu manylion yr ymgynghoriad, yr ymatebion a dderbynwyd ac ymateb Conwy, lle'n fod berthnasol, darperir atodiadau ychwanegol gan gynnwys strategaeth moderneiddio cymunedau dysgu Conwy, dogfen wybodaeth ysgolion, data ysgolion cyfrwng Gymraeg ac asesiadau effaith perthnasol i sicrhau bod cyd-destun llawn ar gael i gefnogi gwneud penderfyniadau gwybodus yn unol â gofynion y Cod Trefniadaeth Ysgolion ac i ddangos bod yr holl wybodaeth angenrheidiol wedi'w rhannu'n dryloyw. Yr argymhelliad yw parhau â'r cynnig i gau ysgol ysbyty Ifan drwy gyhoeddi hysbysiad statudol. Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr iawn i chi, John. A i wneud yn hollol glir rwan, ydyn ni yn trafod ysgol ysbyty Ifan yn unig ar hyn o bryd. Yr ail eitem fydd ysgol Betws y Coed. Felly, diolch yn fawr. Da ni wedi darllen, wrth gwrs, pob un yna wedi darllen yr adroddiad, a da ni'n diolch am y gwaith sydd yn mynd yn ei flaen i baratoi'r adroddiad. Ac fel rhan o'r adroddiad, mi o'n e 2 opsiwn, sef opsiwn 1, fod yr aelodau yn cytuno i fi barhau gyda'r cynnig i gau ysgol ysbyty Ifan ac i gyflwyno'r rhybudd statudol. A'r ail opsiwn wrth gwrs ydy nad ydy'r aelodau yn cytuno y dylid parhau fo'r broses o gau'r ysgol. Ac ar y diwedd mi fyddwn ni yn, ar ôl dod i cael trafodaeth y fanwl ar gynnwys yr adroddiad ac i graffu'n drylwyr, mi fyddwn ni wedyn yn dod at yr argymhelliad ar ddiwedd yr pecyn sydd gennym ni fan hyn. Felly, yn gynta, nad ydy o'n aelod o'r Pwyllgor yma, dwi am roed y gair cynta, os gwelwch yn dda, y cyfle cynta i'r cynghorydd Dilwyn Roberts, sef aelod ar ward lle mae ysbyty Ifan yn Uwch Conwy a hefyd yn lywodraethwr. Diolch yn fawr, cynghorydd Dilwyn.
Diolch yn fawr iawn,
Diolch
Cadeirydd.
gyda'r meic chydig yn agosach, os gwelwch yn dda.
Diolch yn fawr iawn, Cadeirydd, am y cyfle i siarad. Ga i ddechrau trwy gydnabod gymaint o barch sgynnau i'r aelod portffolio ag i'r swyddogion yn yr adran addysg yma, parch mawr ag dydy'r gwaith sydd gyda chi ddim yn hawdd ar lawer iawn adegau, dwi'n cydnabod hynny. Pan o'n i'n ista'n tŷcw yn meddwl, be o'n i'n mynd i ddweud, nes i sbio fyny ag ar wal o mlaen i, mae darn o waith y diweddar Saunders Lewis. A mae hwnnw yn cochwyn trwy ddeud na i adrodd allan wan, a dwi'n meddwl bod o'n bwysig bod ni fel cynghorwyr heddiw ac pobl sydd eisiau gwneud penderfyniadau yn gwrando ar hwn. A be mae o'n dweud ydy, gwynllan a roddwyd i'm gofal i'w Cymru fy ngwlad, i'w traddodi i'm plant ac i blant fy mhlant yn drefdadaeth dragwyddol. Dwi yma yn dod fel mae Cadeirydd wedi dweud fel cynghorydd sir a llywodraethwr, ac tydi o ddim yn gyfrinach nad dwi wedi bod yn hollol fodlon hefo sut mae'r awdurdod wedi ymdrin efo ysgol ysbyty Ifan ers beth amser. Ac dwi'n gwybod wan mae'r awdurdod yn honni dilyn y broses ar ganllawiau, a dwi'n mynd ama hynny am munud, ond y ffaith ydy mae'n dal i fod y cwmwl yma wedi bod yn hofran uwch ben yr ysgol ers bron i 5 mlynedd bellach, amser hir. Dwi'n gwybod yn ystod y cyfnod bod ceisio ffederaleiddio wedi digwydd a di methu, a bod adroddiad wedi bod trwy Chraffu cabinet bron i flwyddyn yn ôl, a'r penderfyniad yno oedd gofyn i swyddogion gario ymlaen efo'r drafodaeth o ffederaleiddio ac hefyd gofyn i swyddogion edrych ar opsiynau eraill mewn trafodaeth efo'r llywodraethwyr. Dwi'm yn gwybod ar ei hyn ddigwydd, do'n i'm rhan o'n o beth yna. Sydd yn dod â ni at beth sydd o'n blaenau ni heddiw. Ar dudalen 74, mae'r awdurdod yn honni i amryw gynnig gwahanol gael ei hadnabod a'i gwyntyllu ar ei rhagoraethau hunain. Ond yn ôl, fel cofia fi ac llywodraethwyr ysbyty hefyd, heb gael ei trafod hefo'r llywodraethwyr yn ôl penderfyniad y cabinet, a mae hyn siomedig. Rwy'n siŵr mae'n ychydig iawn ohono yma heddiw sydd eisiau gweld ysgol yn cael. Fawr neb. Ac rydym yn ymwybodol mae diboblogi cefn gwlad sydd yn brif gyfrifol am hynny. Ond mae'n rhaid i ni sylweddoli fod cymylau duon fel hyn tros ardaloedd, ddim jyst Ysbyty Ifan, a chymunedau cefn gwlad yn cyfrannu a diboblogi i rhyw raddau. Mae rhaid ystyried yr effaith mae 5 mlynedd o hyn ei gael ar hyder y brwdfrydedd yr ardal. Ac hefyd, dwi dydw i ddim wedi gweld yr adroddiad sydd i fod i gael ei baratoi ar yr effaith gymunedol na chwaith yr effaith iaith Gymraeg a sut mae hyn yn plethu mewn i'r strategaeth iaith. Hyn yn gallu bod yn godro ar falchder ardal. Mae hon, Sbytifan, yn ardal sydd yn gyfoethog ac yn falch o'i diwylliant a'i thraddodiad. Mae'n ardal arbennig iawn. Dim di boblogi di'r unig reswm, da ni'n gwybod ni, mae resymau eraill i'w trafod mewn cylchoedd gwahanol. Wrth ysgrifennu ychydig nodiadau yma, darllen yr adroddiad, yr un adag, rwy'n sylweddoli bod pryderon y llywodraethwyr, y rhieni a minnau wedi cael eu cofnodi hefyd gan Estyn. Ac os nad ydych chi eisiau gwrando arna i, mae'r rhaid cymryd sylw o be mae Estyn yn dweud. Enghraifft, dim praf fod yr awdurdod wedi ystyried amryw o ffyrdd gwahanol, dim golwg o adroddiad ar effaith iaith na chymuned, cynigion rhesymol wedi ei adnabod a'i ystyried, dwi'n gwybod, dim dadansoddiad o amcangyfrif o arbedion cost, mae y gost yw y prif reswm yn ôl yr adroddiad. Dweud, trwad y tro, mae'n ymddangos bod Estyn yn deud mewn ffordd fanedigaeth bod gan yr awdurdod Sir Conwy le i wella yr achlysur yma. Ar ben hyn i gyd, dwi wedi cael amryw o negeseuon yn ystod yr 2 diwrnod dwytha yma yn deud nad ydy canlyniadau yr ymgynghoriad ddim yn gywir. Ac mae'r nodiadau gynnau, mae'r negeseuon ar y ffôn os oes rhywun eisiau gweld nhw. A dwi yn ymwybodol hefyd bod e-bost wedi cael ei yrru fewn i'r swyddogion yn gofyn am hyn, a dwi'n gwybod gawn ni eglur rhad. Wrth ddod at y terfyn ar ôl deud beth dwi wedi dweud, rwy'n teimlo bod rhaid i'r adroddiad yma, cadeirydd, ddweud fod angen eistedd i lawr a cael creu cynllun ar ein bwriad o baratoi addysg yn yr ardaloedd gwledig. Ddim fel da ni'n gwneud rwan. Nid i'w creu ansicrwydd hir dymor, fel sydd yn digwydd rwan, ddim yn iach ac yn hollol anheg. Mae gan plant, rhieni, teuluoedd, y gymuned wledig, y llywodraethwyr a staff angen sicrwydd i'r dyfodol. O'n i'n falch iawn neithiwr o weld ar teledu, a dydw i ddim yn bod yn politicaidd rwan, gweld y gweinidog gwledig newydd yn cael ei gyfweld. Ac mi siaradodd yn arbennig o dda, ac hefyd sut oedd o yn ymwybodol o anghenion gwahanol yng nghefn gwlad i beth sydd mewn ardaloedd eraill, ac mae hwn yn adeg i atgoffa ni o be di bolisi yr llywodraeth newydd. Felly, Pwyllgor, pan oeddwn ni yn yr ysgol, pan o'n i yn yr ysgol, hyd heddiw, mae Sbytifan wedi meithrin arbenigedd roedd yn academaidd, yn ymarferol neu ym myd mawrion chwaraeon, ac felly ddim gwir yn y ffaith fod ysgol o nifer fach yn anfantais. Ac wrth ddweud diolch am wrando, ddeud bod cael ysgol yn golygu llawer mwy na cloi drws ag arbed arian. Mae Cymru'n dibynnol iawn ar ardaloedd fel Sbytifan i dylanwadu ar ein pobol ni pan maen nhw yn mynd allan i'r byd mawr. A gai orffan yn fama hefyd, cadeirydd, trwy ddyfynnu llinell arall o waith Saunders Lewis. Deuwch ataf i'r adwy, safwch gyda mi yn y bwlch, fel y gweler i'r oesoedd a ddel y glendid a fu, a gobeithio y bydd y Pwyllgor yn mynd am opsiwn 2 i gael gweld be fi gyn y llywodraeth newydd yma i gynnig un ardaloedd gwledig ni. Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr iawn y cynghorydd Dilwyn. Rwan te, dwi fel chitha yn ymwybodol bod Dilwyn wedi siarad dros yr cyfyngiad siarad y 5 munud, ond dwi am i chi dod efo fi fan hyn a rhoi cyfle, oherwydd heddiw dim ond chi sydd yma i siarad dros y gymuned, a da ni'n siŵr bod ni gyd, pob cynghorydd, Ac yn enwedig y rhai sydd yn gynghorwyr ar y wardiau gwledig yn cydymdeimlo'n fawr efo'ch sefyllfa chi fel aelod a hefyd efo trigolion a chymuned Ysbytifan a Betws y Coed. Felly, yr unig rai fyddai'n gadael i fynd dros i hamser heddiw ydy'r cynghorwyr sydd yn siarad ar ran i cymunedau. Felly, dwi'n dall mor anodd oedd hynna i chi, y cynghorydd Dilwyn. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Rwan te mae 'na nifer o bwyntiau wedi'w codi gennych chi, a dwi'n gwybod y bydd y swyddogion yn dymuno ymateb, a dwi'n yn siŵr pwy sy'n am ddechrau. Dr Lowry Brown, diolch.
Diolch cadeirydd. A i fod yn gwbl onest, dwi ddim yn siŵr be oedd y cwestiwn yn benodol. Dwi'n meddwl bod yr wybodaeth mae cynghorydd Dilwyn yn gyfeirio at wedi'w cynnwys yn llawn yn yr adroddiad ac yr atodiadau. Felly dwi'n yn gwybod ym mha rhinwedd mae cynghorydd Dilwyn yn gofyn y cwestiwn. Dydy o ddim yn aelod o'r Pwyllgor. Dwi ddim yn glir ar be di'r gofyn o swyddogion fan hyn.
Diolch. Tra roedd y cynghorydd Dilwyn yn siarad, mi nes i feddwl, reit, pa gwestiynau sy'n dod o hyn, a yr unig ddau nodyn nes i fan hyn oedd nad oedd o ddim wedi gweld adroddiad effaith iaith y chymuned o fewn y pecyn, a hefyd doedd na ddim dadansoddiad o'r arbedion cost yn yr adroddiad. Dyna'r ddau beth nes i bigo. Iawn. Oes ne fodd, chi'n bod, dwi'n meddwl mae'r prif reswm ar ddiwedd y dydd ydy i arbed arian, neu un o'r prif resymau, ac oedd o'n gofyn, oes ne ddadansoddiad o'r arbedion cost wrth gau yr ysgol?
Da ni wedi dilyn proses yn fan hyn, proses trylwyr yn unol ar cod trefniadaeth ysgolion a mae hynny'n glir drwy'r adroddiad i gyd. Felly yn unol â gofynion y cod, da ni wedi cyhoeddi yr wybodaeth sydd yn ofynnol ohona ni, a felly fydda ni ddim yn cyhoeddi mwy o data pellach erbyn hyn. O ran effaith ar yr iaith, mae yna asesiad, cydradoliad llawn wedi wneud yn rhan o'r adroddiad a'r broses yma, a fel y gwyddon ni, mae gynnon ni gynnig o addysg Gymraeg o fewn yr ardal cyfagos, ac felly da ni'n ffyddiog bod na ddarpariaeth ar gael i unrhyw deulu sydd yn dewis symud i'w plentyn, neu os ydy hynny'n digwydd yn sgil cau yr ysgol.
Diolch yn fawr, Dr Lowry. Gan nad ydy y cynghorydd Dilwyn yn aelod o'r Pwyllgor yma, dyna ni rwan, dwi'n derbyn eich ateb chi fanna. Diolch yn fawr. Mae gennym ni nifer fawr o gynghorwyr ac aelodau lleug sy'n dymuno siarad, felly na i fynd trwyddyn nhw yn yr rhestr, yn yr drefn yma nhw'n ymddangos gen i ymlaen yma'n hyn, na falle fyddwch chi ddim yn cytuno na dyna'r drefn, ond dyma beth sy'n ymlaen i. Y cyntaf i siarad rwan ydy'r cynghorydd Trysan Lewis.
Diolch yn fawr iawn. Deja vu di hyn i mi, a dwi'n yn union fel da chi'n deud, cadeirydd a Dilwyn, mae o'n gledd am un i unrhyw un sydd yn gynghorydd gwledig, a fel nes i sôn pan oeddwn ni'n trafod mynd am ymgynghoriad a'i peidio ma di digwydd yn Llanefydd, a mi nes i fynd yn gynghorydd sir pan oedd y broses yn dod rhagddi yn Llanefydd. Ac yn un o'r cyfarfodydd ola yn Llanefydd, gyda chyfarfod rhwng y sir a'r llywodraethwyr, fe sicrhawyd yr llywodraethwyr bod na drafodaeth o ffederaleiddio wedi digwydd. Naddo, medde yr llywodraethwyr i gyd bob un yn un llais. Wedyn mae'n amlwg bod y sir ddim yn gwrando ar ei llywodraethwyr. A dwi'n dallt nad oes e sôn o gwbl yn benodol yn yr adroddiad yma am y cwestiwn o ffederaleiddio o gwbl. Lle mae'n gwestiwn a fas yr ysgol yn gallu cael ei ffederaleiddio gyda ysgol Pentref-Oelas. Ac mae'r llywodraethwr wedi gofyn yn dair am hyn, a gyda dim math o ymateb. Wedyn, y cwestiwn sgynna i'r awdurdod ydy pam na chynhwyswyd hyn yn yr adroddiad, a pham na wrandawyd ar y llywodraethwyr lleol.
Iawn, diolch yn fawr i chi am y cwestiwn. Dydyn ni ddim yn mynd yn ôl i drafod ysgol Llanefydd heddiw, mater i chi a'r swyddogion ydy hynny, y cynghorydd Trystan. Felly, nawn ni dim ond delio efo'r cwestiwn ynglyn â ffederaleiddio. Oes na rywun lleol wedi gofyn i chi ofyn y cwestiwn yma? Da chi wedi cael o le da?
Dwi wedi cael... Dwi wedi cael o le da, ond fe gyfeiriwyd at y peth gan y cynghorydd Dilwyn yn ogystal sydd yn aelod o'r llywodraethwyr.
Iawn. Felly, pwy sy'n ymateb y sylwad yn enni'r cwestiwn? Dr Lowry.
Diolch. Da ni wedi ystyried yr opsiynau yma, a da chi'n gwybod hynny fel cynghorwyr, pan nathon ni ddod ar papur ger eich bron chi sawl blwyddyn yn ôl, o ran y broses da ni wedi trio i'w datblygu a gwneud cynnydd efo o ran y ffederaleiddio. Ond dwi'n meddwl y gwir amdani dydy ffederaleiddio ddim yn datrys y prif broblem sydd gyda ni, sef niferoedd isel o blant. Felly dydy dod â dwy ysgol ynghyd ddim yn ddatrysiad. Does gyda ni ddim digon o blant i lenwi'r lleoliadau, felly yn swydd ni fel swyddogion ydy wneud yn siŵr bod ni yn creu canolfannau dysgu effeithiol, effeithlon, sydd ddim yn dod â costau ychwanegol i'r awdurdod lleol. Felly dyna di'r sylwad a dyna di'r ateb, dydy o ddim yn ddatrysiad digonol.
Gewch chi ddod yn ôl y cynghorydd Trystan?
Y gwir amdani yng Nghefn Gwlad ydy llanw a thrai. Dyna sy'n digwydd yng Nghefn Gwlad. Does e ddim llif cyson fatha mewn tref o blant yn dod. Mae 'na gyfnodau'n dod lle mae 'na yng Nghefn Gwlad, lle mae 'na bobl yn prodi a chymryd drosodd ffermydd ag ati. Ac wedyn mae 'na rhyw gyfnod hesb yn dod cyn bod 'na lanw yn dod. A gyda system ffederaleiddio, fasa'n rhoi cyfle i'r llanw a thrai yna ddigwydd yn hytrach na bod chi yn tynnu'r plug a bod chi'n tynnu calon y gymuned allan sef cae ysgol.
Diolch yn fawr iawn i chi am hynny. Reit, awn ni nesa at y cynghorydd David Carr.
Yeah, excuse me. Thank you, Chair. Right, thank you, Chair. Sorry about that. I left my headphones on. Yeah, what strikes me is the feedback from Estin that there isn't the evidence that we've really looked at the well-being of the children, and that really impacts on me. So, you know, maybe we could do reports on that, and this could come back maybe in the future, or maybe the school could actually improve and get more pupils. I think, is there any way we could incentivize more children to go to these schools that live in the wider area? Is that an option? But, you know, I look at choice really, and choice, a lot of people want choice, but choice should be for everybody, really. And we get choice, people can send the children to private schools because they've got the money, or people can move to different areas so the children can go to their chosen school. I think choice should be for everyone. I think the choice should be for our children in the rural areas. That's my thing on it. But the question I want to ask is really, how are we going to actually do a proper impact on the well-being of the pupils? You know, I mean, because Estin doesn't appear to sort of be impressed with the work we've done at present. That's the question. Thank you.
Diolch yn fawr am eich cwestiwn, cynghorydd David. Oes na ateb i'r cwestiwn yna?
Diolch, cynghorydd David. A full impact assessment has been undertaken on the various aspects of the proposal. We have engaged closely with the head teacher of this federation. We've discussed at length with the governing body, despite some of the earlier comments. And we are confident that we have offers of good quality education available for those learners wherever they choose to access. And I think also we need to be mindful of parental choice and parental preference. And you'll see from the information that we've included in the report that there are a number of families that choose to send their children.
Gai dorri'r draws yma ne. Da ni'n cymysgu fan hyn rhwng dwy adroddiad. Mae pob un plentyn sydd o oed ysgol llawn amser yn Ysbyty-fan yn mynd i ysgol Ysbyty-fan. Da ni'n cyfysgu fan hyn hefo ysgol arall.
Na, cadeirydd, dwi ddim yn cymysgu, dwi'n trio gosod y cyd-destun. Felly, ar y nodyn yna, felly, dys gynnu ddim mwy o sylwad i wneud mewn ymateb i cynghorydd David.
Iawn. Nesau siarad ydy'r cynghorydd Simon Croft.
Diolch, Gadeirydd. On one thing, I do agree with Dilwyn. If we look at the table on page 78, which is the Welsh medium schools in the area, there are 10 of the 20 schools are under 75% utilisation. I think we really do have to have a strategy to look at the whole problem in the round. And the way I can see it from the map, if we go by that 75% rule, these decisions are going to keep coming back to education over the next few years, and we're going to end up with no schools between Carragedridian and Brug Gwydir, and that'll be the reality. We really need to look at the whole problem. I think just piecemeal closing of schools, as we're doing now, it's just putting off the decision that's going to have to be made at some point of a proper strategy here. And the other thing that also needs to be factored into it is the cost of school transport. I haven't seen that factored in, because all these children will have to have school transport provided to another school. I presume in the case of Ysbyty Ifan, that'd be Pentravoilus, but I wouldn't know.
Right.
And what cost does that bear in it?
Okay.
Thank you.
Dwi'n meddwl bod chi'n gywir y fan y cynghorydd Simon yn deud na dos y ddim ystyried i roed i gludiant, oherwydd mae llawer iawn o blant sy'n mynd i ysgol Ysbyty-fan yn cael eu cludo'n barod i'r ysgol dydyn, a mae'n deud hynny'n glir yn yr adroddiad. Felly, ydych chi eisiau ychwanegu at hynny?
If I can just come in on that one, Chair, that we've in Conway have a recently published a new strategy for modernising learning communities, which we are very proud of, which clearly states a vision for the next 9 to 10 years of how we want to look at education in the next 10 years. One of which is obviously school capacities and pupil numbers, which have an effect on every authority in Wales. But this in Conway shows our main points and aspirations of what we want to do, how we want to review education in Conway, how we want to move forward. It is difficult to assess the transport situation, given that, as Lodi mentioned previously, parental choice as to what school the learners would want to attend, and at the minute there is no presumption that we're going to close any schools. So until we find out from the parents which next school that they would choose if they didn't choose to go to Ysbyty Ifan, we can't accurately calculate how much the cost of transport would be. However, what we would do is do everything in line with our home to school transport policy, which of course is to provide transport in primary sector for all those learners over the 2 mile ratio.
Diolch. Simon, cynghorydd Simon, do you want to come back? You're muted at the moment.
Right, there we are. Yeah, Chair, diolch. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I know you won't know exactly how many children there are going to be, but presumably the cost of a minibus or or a small bus for 14 people, you know the cost of that over a year. I mean, are we talking about the cost equivalent to the cost of a full-time teacher, or are we talking about less, or are we talking about more?
John, ddech chi'n bod yn ôl?
Yeah, just briefly, Chair. You're correct in one way, Councillor Simon, but it also depends on whether or not there is already a taxi or a school bus passing in that area, whether or not there is sufficient capacity on that transport already. So there are lots of aspects that would lead to individual, the individual route, if you like, for that learner to go from their home to school.
Diolch. Cynghorydd Chris Brockley.
Diolch, Derek. I've got two general points to the committee and two specific questions. And I hope you'll excuse me. I've kind of lumped the two school closures together because they're part of the same cluster and it's general. Whatever. I might come back with specifics for this particular school afterwards, if that's okay, Chair. Again, some of this has been touched on already, but I am somewhat concerned that within the Estin reports that they have some concerns. However, I do believe that officers have answered those concerns within the pack that we have. You know, they've explained the rationale behind them to explain those concerns. I think it would be more helpful if we can cross that off, you know, with the reports that go to Estin for their feedback on there, before the fact. This is maybe the third lot of reports that I've seen where Estin have come back with concerns. I think Tristan's school was one of the previous ones where that happened. Councillor Liz points out, and again, this is this does lead into a wider theme. Councillor Liz proposed like an educational hub in Betis. But that would necessitate closures elsewhere, and we have touched on this, you know. But by several of the councillors, you know, there will be other closures almost inevitable with the rural decline in school places, especially within the different cluster. So I believe there's a substantial piece of work needed. I mean, John's said that there is a strategy there. But it needs to look at, you know, the state of education down the valley in the 21st century with declining population numbers and what this school estate looks like. So I don't think there's enough time for Councillor Liz's proposal to actually.
Sorry, Councillor Chris. Councillor Liz has not responded to Ysbyty the consultation.
No. I'm talking about I know, but I'm talking within the Dyffryn cluster as a whole because they're all part of the same cluster. And I just rather than cut in there because, you know, if I cut in at the Betsy one, it would refer to this well. But anyway, my two specific questions then here for officers is: can we explain why the two proposed schools figures are bucking the Dyffryn trend by and large, quite substantially bucking the trend? When we're looking at utilisation figures. So, you know, currently they're at 10%, and towards the end of 2030, we're looking at 18%. And then the other one is 35% and then going to 40%. There's only one other within the cluster that tends to put the trend, and then that's not so much. So are our figures accurate? And then the second question is, what are the fully projected saving figures? Because when I've put this through Claude and looked at different permutations and that, it's only coming up at around about £420,000 to £350,000 savings, and that's before transport costs, which has been touched on before.
Thank you. Now then, in our meeting last week, as Jane mentioned earlier, you know, we had a meeting to discuss the forward work plan for education, and one item that we want to bring forward is the rationalisation of the school estate. The questions you've just asked now relate to those matters really. And I wouldn't like this to be a discussion about rural schools in the Dyffryn Conwy area, because there are other rural schools across Conwy. It's not just in the south of Conwy that we have rural schools. So I don't want anybody out there to think that there's a focus at the moment at the rural schools in south of Conwy. So I would prefer that we wait now until that is an item on the agenda for this committee, when we do look at rationalisation of the school estate, and then those questions that you've just asked can be answered, Simon. I know you might not agree with me, but we're moving away now from the focus on Ysgol Ysbyty Ifan, which is our
Sorry,
main...
Chair.
Thank you.
Sorry, they were general comments, but the two questions at the end are specific to these two schools.
One school, Ysbyty Ifan. We can't... We're discussing one school, Ysbyty Ifan, at the moment. So repeat if you'd like to, please. No? Okay, thank you. Right. Councillor Jeff, please come in.
Thank you, Chair. Just a couple of quick questions. Do the children at the present time, are they disadvantaged by the, excuse me, I'm going to get an echo back here. Are they disadvantaged by the present situation in their educational needs? And would they benefit from a change? I'm dividing it between the financial property problem and the children. So my first question is the children. Are they advantaged or are they disadvantaged? And are they disadvantaged at the present time? And then I would go back, another question I would actually put out is SIPFA. The SIPFA report as being presented. Has this been taken into account, and are there any aspects in that we should know about, and have officers seen that and built that into their present plan? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Councillor Jeff. Dr Lowry?
Diolch, and thank you, Councillor Jeff. I'm not going to answer with do they or don't they, but all I can say is that small and rural schools offer a wealth of experiences, but what they don't offer are opportunities for that wider social interaction, engagement maybe in larger team activities, and more of a collaborative curriculum offer. So I think there are pros and cons, but there are areas which learners do benefit from by being in a larger cohort of peers.
Okay. Yes.
Are there any disadvantages to the pupils?
No.
Sorry, can you repeat that, Councillor?
Are there any disadvantages to your pupils in educational terms?
I think, the disadvantages, the risk of closure and having to relocate to a different school, and with dropping numbers and the changes in the demography that we're seeing in Conway and that we're seeing on a national platform, that is posing a risk to learners who are accessing these very small and rural schools. So I'd see that is a disadvantage in itself.
Okay, thank you. I mean, my other question, sorry, I do apologise. Yeah, it was about homeschool training or teaching education at home school. We have about 200, is it?
Again, that doesn't focus on Ysbyty today.
Sure, if I may, I just asked the question was, are there a lot of those pupils in that location at home that could be coming into the class?
We haven't noticed a specific trend or pattern within our small and rural communities, so it seems to be widely dispersed across the local authority.
Right. Ymddiheiriadau rwan, mae Sally newydd ddeud wrthai man hyn bod chi, y cynghorydd Paul, wedi bod yn trio siarad ers mitin. Dydy o ddim wedi dod I fyny ar yn sgrin i'n anffodus. Felly, cynghorydd Paul rwan, a wedyn Stephen Williams, ysgolch y dda. Cynghorydd Paul, ymddiheiriadau mawr.
Could you press your mic?
Microphone.
I want to first start by acknowledging the feelings of members of any community where their school closes, and those feelings which have come through in the report as well. Fear, anger, sadness about that situation. And I'm very conscious of that because in my own community, in my own ward, I was the person that was very strongly advocating the closure of an infant and a junior school so that they could be amalgamated into a new primary school. And that came through this committee and is now up and running for September. And I know I came in for a great deal of criticism locally for my advocacy, even before it became to the committee, on the closure of those two schools and the establishment of a new school. So let me fully say I understand that. I also very much respect Dilwyn's advocacy. I love the fact that he quoted Saunders Lewis. I'm a student of his writings as well. So I acknowledge that, and I particularly acknowledge the concerns about Welsh culture, history, and language, and I give deep respect to that. As everybody in this committee will know, because I've been banging on about it since May 2022 when I was elected, I, like many people, are not a supporter of this administration's present strategy towards rural primary schools, in that I think responding to population decline, parental preferences, actual Estyn reports on teaching and learning, and also the costs of rural schools is not best addressed by what I would call the free market approach, which we have at the moment, which is basically if parents withdraw support from school, move to other schools where population we know is in decline and is going to continue to decline, I believe we need a much greater strategy. And I respect your point, Chair, that we are eventually going to be discussing that sometime in the future. I would have been delighted if we'd have discussed that 4 years ago and we wouldn't have been in the situation we are in today. We are in today's situation, and we have the strategy of this administration, which means, and Tristan dealt with this as well with his own community, cases come before us on an ad hoc basis. My question is, because this is what concerns me most, is going forward, though I support this proposal and will vote for this proposal today, my big concern is, and the question is, if we close this school, does this make it even more difficult going forward in establishing, which is my preferred option, area rural schools, which I think from the research need to have a minimum of 120 pupils? Because that's my concern. If by taking the decision today, I'm making weaker a strategy in the future, that would be a concern to me. But if the answer to that is no, then I'm happy to propose the recommendation to close the school and vote for it today.
Thank you. Cynghorydd, dwi'm yn gweld neb o'r swyddogion eisiau siarad yma hyn. Stephen?
Thank you, Chair. I'm relatively new to the committee and still finding my feet, but I did attend a meeting last week, and one of the issues were raised was in and around consultation and the process of consultation and openness and transparency. I'm sure that due diligence has been carried out throughout the whole process, but I was intrigued to hear that whilst all comments were to be included within the report, that I understand has not been the case. I would ask as to why that is so and how that decision has come about. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Who's going to answer?
The process that we followed, including kind of the feedback and the summary of comments, is as the code shares that we have to do in Conway and for all authorities carrying out similar aspects. So it's a summary of comments that we have to publish. So we group them up, if you like, into certain into groups where we talk about the various different aspects of the feedback. Not necessarily all word for word.
Yeah, I think we were led to believe in the last meeting we had where we decided to go out to consultation that, all comments would be included in the report. Cynghorydd Liz? Sydd yn aelod o'r Pwyllgor. Diolch.
Thank you. I'd just like to share as well that comments were expected from the from education for the actual consultation, and I believe that Cyngor Conwy, Cyngor Gwynedd, have written that, you know, when they've been discussing similar positions that we are in today, that they put all the comments down and they don't theme them like we have in this report today.
Okay, so there's two issues there, the one that Stephen has just asked and what Liz has wedi enghreiffdio rwan o Gyngor Gwynedd. Oes rywun yn fodlon ateb?
We have aligned with the school organisation code around consultation, and we have sought external legal advice and have shared the method by which we have themed the consultation responses. So you'll find, I'm just looking at the actual report now. I think it's page 59 where we have provided the response to the themes of comments. So yeah, that's the response I have, Chair.
Oeddwn ni'n sylwi hefyd, chi'n bod ar y tabl ar dudalen 53 o'r pecyn, neu dudalen 6 o'r adroddiad ymgynghori, bod yna 17 aelod o'r gymuned wedi ymateb ac 1 preswylydd. Beth ydy gwahaniaeth rhwng preswylydd ac aelod o'r gymuned? Dych chi'n medru ateb?
Dyna sut mae o wedi cael i'w dynodi yn y cod. Felly, ie, na, does gen i ddim manylion ar hynny, Cadeirydd.
Ie, chi'n bod, oedd o'n deud bod 'na 22 yn ffafrio'r cynnig I gau, ond ydyn ni ddim yn gwybod ym mha gategori oedd yr 22 yna chwaith yn ôl yr adroddiad. Ydy'r wybodaeth yn ar gael?
Mae'r wybodaeth, wrth gwrs, pam wnaethon ni gael yr adborth fel rhan o'r ymgynghoriad, ond wrth gwrs mae hwn yn ddata personol hefyd, ac fedrwn ni ddim adnabod unrhyw un o'r ymatebwyr drwy y broses yma. Felly mae'r ymgynghoriad wedi mynd I rhanddeiliad ar draws yr awdurdod lleol cyfagos hefyd I wneud yn siŵr bod ni yn cael yr farn eang na. Felly na, dydy o ddim yn ofynnol I ni gyhoeddi'r wybodaeth yna yn rhan o'r broses yma.
Dyna ni. Diolch. Claire.
I think the other thing to note is categories are self-selected, so people will choose the category for themselves. So it may well be that they fit into 2, 3 or 4 categories, but it's the one that they've chosen to identify with in the consultation that is noted here.
Diolch. Iawn, dwi ddim yn gweld bod 'na neb arall eisiau siarad. Dwi'n gwybod bod chi, Dilwyn, yn dymuno siarad. Ond... Iawn. Oce. Mae gan... Dwi'n gwybod chi ar dân eisiau siarad, Cynghorydd Dilwyn, ond yn anffodus, da chi ddim yn aelod o'r pwyllgor yma. Mae gen I rwan yr swyddog monitro sydd yn dymuno dod I mewn hefo cyngor cyfreithiol.
It's only a matter of just ensuring that the equality impact assessment, I know it's been referred to, I know it's been summarised within the documents, but ensuring that members have had sight of it. I think that's appropriate, particularly given some of the questions that have been asked around those issues. Can I suggest that we have a short adjournment so that we make sure that members have had sight of the EQIA documents? I do understand that that's also the same for the next report as well. So can I suggest that we do that so that those documents can be circulated to members? They've had the chance to have sight of them before we then come back, Chair, if that's acceptable.
How long do you think we need to adjourn?
Sorry, just to come in, the impact assessment is available for members to view, but we will just have a short pause and we'll just make sure you've got access to it and that you've all seen it.
Fine, so as long as it takes then. So we'll adjourn and we'll stop recording and then we'll come back. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Dda ni nôl mewn chydig. Diolch.
Can we start the recording, please?
Diolch yn fawr iawn. Dwi am ddod ar swyddog monitro Matt George yn ôl rwan.
So I'll start with an apology, Chair, for I wanted to ensure that members had sight of all the documents. There were a couple there that were down as appendices, so it wasn't clear to me that they had. It's been confirmed they were all within the information accessible to members, so they have had sight of all the relevant information. So apologies for the delay.
Diolch yn fawr iawn. Dyna ni, mae pawb wedi cael cyfle i siarad, os dyn nhw'n dymuno siarad, a dwi'n teimlo bod ni wedi rhoi yr amser dyledus i'r eitem yma, parch i gymuned ysbytifan a'r ysgol wrth gwrs. Felly rwan, dyn ni'n mynd ymlaen ar gyfer yr argymhellion. Felly, dyn ni wedi cael un cynnig yn barod gen y cynghorydd Paul. Newch chi ailadrodd eich cynnig, os gwelwch yn dda, cynghorydd Paul.
Put your mic on, Paul.
We're just dealing now with your recommendation, please.
Well, it is to support the recommendation in the report advocated by the cabinet member. Sorry about that.
Dyna ni. Mae y cynghorydd Paul yn cymeradwyo symud i gam nesaf y broses statudol gyhoeddi ysbysiad statudol ar gyfer y cynnig i gau ysgol ysbytifan. Dyna be mae'r cynghorydd Paul newydd i gynnig. Rwan mae gennym ni'r cynghorydd Goronwy, ydych chi'n eilio? Ydych chi... Na, ydych chi ddim yn aelod o'r Pwyllgor nach ydych Goronwy? Na, felly da ni wedi mynd i hwnt i gyfle i siarad rwan. Felly, gai eilydd os gwelwch yn dda i'r cynghorydd Paul. Cynghorydd David Carr. Ydych chi'n eilio?
Yeah, Chair, I'm not seconding Councillor Paul. I'd like to propose option 2.
Oh, no, we have to go. We need a seconder. If we haven't got a seconder for Councillor Paul, then we'll come to you. Thank you. Right, have we got a seconder? Last chance for Councillor Paul. Okay, have we got another recommendation then, please? So it's going to ni gynnig arall. Cynghorydd David Carr.
I'd like to propose that we go with option 2, that members do not agree to continue with the school closure. I think choice is important, choice costs. Wherever we have choice, you have to pay for it. As a local authority, we have a duty to the children in the rural schools to give that choice.
Yeah.
That's why I'm proposing option 2.
Mae cynghorydd David Carr yn gwneud argymhelliad rwan. Cofiwch, da ni'n gwneud argymhelliad i'r cabinet. Dydy be da ni'n dweud y fan hyn heddiw ddim yn derfynol, mae o'n gorfod wedyn mynd i'r cabinet i gael ei drafod. Da ni'n gwybod hyn fel aelodau wrth gwrs, ond rhaid ni wneud o'n glir i bawb sydd yn gwylio hefyd. Diolch. Rwan, oes gennau eilydd i'r cynghorydd David, os gwelwch yn dda. Cynghorydd Trystan?
Mi os ni yn hoffi eilio'r cynnig a edrych ar fel oedd y llywodraethwyr am edrych sef federaleiddio, a nid yn unig bod ni fel lleigwyr yn dymuno hyn, ond bod estyn i hunin, sef yr arbenigwyr yn awrgymell edrych ar hyn yn ogystal. Diolch yn fawr.
Felly, y broses rwan ydy bod ni'n mynd i'r bleidlais electronig i gefnogi neu i ddim cefnogi y cynnig gan y cynghorydd David ac wedi eilio gan cynghorydd Trysan bod ni ddim yn mynd ymlaen i argymell cau'r ysgol ar gyfer i roed argymelliad i'r cabinet. Felly, nawn ni agor y bleidlais os gwelwch yn dda. Os ydych chi'n cefnogi'r cynnig gen cynghorydd David y wyrdd ac os ydych chi ddim coch neu amatal. Iawn. Barod, agor y bleidlais. Ydy pawb wedi gwneud eu penderfyniad? Iawn, nawn ni gau'r bleidlais a nawn ni ddangos y canlyniad os gwelwch yn dda. Well, can we see the results ar y sgrin, please? Gan i ni. Felly, mae... Ga i weld hwnna, please? Mae yna 5 yn cefnogi y cynnig, 3 yn gwrthwynebu, a mae yna 8 wedi ymatal yn fan hyn. Felly, mae hwnna wedi gario fel argymhelliad i'r cabinet rwan. Diolch yn fawr. Nawr ni barcio hwnna rwan a symud ymlaen i'r ail ran o'r argymhelliad ar adroddiad. Adroddiad canlyniad yr ymgynghoriad ar y cynnig i gau Ysgol Betws y Coed, tudalennau 86 i 136. Bydd y cynghorydd Aron Wyn. Dwi'n yn gwybod cynghorydd Aron, ydych chi eisiau cyflwyno eto neu ydych chi'n teimlo bod chi wedi gwneud?
Mae'r cyflwyniad nes i yn yr adroddiad cynt yn debyg iawn i'r cyflwyniad sgynnau ar gyfer hwn, felly dwi'n hapus i ni fynd yn syth.
Awn ni'n syth, diolch yn fawr cynghorydd Aron, awn ni'n syth rwan at Dr Lowry Brown a John Davies. Felly, pwy sy'n agor? John, diolch.
Eto mae'r cyflwyniad ddigon tebyg i'r un ysgol Tifan, felly jyst i fod yn glir yn dilyn yr ymgynghoriad a'r adbor sydd wedi'w dderbyn, yr argymhelliad yw parhau ar cynnig i gau Ysgol Betws y Coed, Ysgol Betws y Coed, mae'n ddrwg gen i, drwy gyhoeddi hysbysiad statudol. Diolch.
Rwy'n arall eisiau ychwanegu rhywbeth na? Iawn, wel, yn gyntaf, fel wnaethon ni efo yr mater blaenorol, dwi am roed cyfle rwan i'r cynghorydd Liz, sydd yn digwydd bod yn aelod o'r pwyllgor yma hefyd, ond fel aelod lleol, dwi am roed y cyfle cyntaf i chi siarad, cynghorydd Liz. Diolch.
Diolch yn fawr iawn, Cadeirydd. May I firstly say that I agree with Councillor Dilwyn that we seriously have to look at the provision of rural schools in more depth. We know we've got falling numbers, but we just can't keep randomly closing schools. We've got to seriously look at this as an authority. So as regards the consultation report, I would firstly like to thank the community for all their comments in this consultation and to thank officers for compiling the report, particularly acknowledging the contributions of the school children. I recognise the complexity of the situation. However, it is made clear in both the previous report to Education Scrutiny November 2025 and this report that the initial direction was effectively driven by the federating governing body being told that they had to identify a school for closure. That raises a real question about whether this process has been genuinely open, balanced or democratic. What has resulted is a situation where each village has effectively been set against the other, each trying to protect its own school. The consultation report highlights that 20 children attend schools outside Betws y Coed. Betws y Coed has a mobile population, being both a commercial centre and home to a long-standing local community. Parents have shared with me that upon arriving in the area, their choice of school has often been influenced by Estyn inspection reports. The 2019 inspection identified the need for improvement in leadership and governance. That had a significant impact on their decision to seek alternative school options rather than Betws y Coed. I do recognise the complexity of the situation and the need to plan for sustainable provision. However, I wish to offer a more balanced perspective, one that reflects both the educational considerations and the wider role the school could play within rural communities. The current direction as presented risks being short-sighted, focusing too heavily on immediate pressures rather than taking a strategic long-term view of rural education. Ysgol Betws y Coed should be recognised as the logical and positive choice for long-term educational viability, with the potential to be developed as a future carbon-neutral eco-area school, serving the rural community. Closing one school risks increasing costs and pressures on the remaining schools in the Federation, Ysgol Capel Garmon and Dolwydd Elan, thereby increasing their vulnerability to future closure. The consultation report, page 105, states that 90 respondents support an area school model. However, the Education Department's analysis appears to focus primarily on planning constraints. As noted on page 108, it states that the school building is a Grade 2 listed building within a Rurry National Park, which imposes restrictions on adaptation, remodelling or extension. In contrast, the Rurry Planning Authority has advised me that it is possible to adapt the building to meet eco standards. While listed building consent will be required, this does not necessarily make development unacceptable. They have also indicated a willingness to work in partnership to secure the long-term use of the building, including exploring extension options or incorporating modern elements. This suggests that the analysis today may be overly narrow, focusing on cost rather than the broader educational and community benefits, and the importance of sustainability, an approach intrinsically linked to development, achievement, and importantly, inclusivity. In this context, inclusivity highlights the importance of meeting the needs of learners with additional learning needs. Stability, accessibility, and continuity are critical for these pupils, particularly in rural areas where travel distances already present challenges. Betws-y-Coed presents a real opportunity not only as an area school, but as a local hub for strengthened ALM provision, allowing children to access higher levels of support within their own community. This point was also raised by members during the pre-meet of education scrutiny. We are all aware of the incidence of neurodiverse children is definitely on the increase. It is widely recognised that larger, well-designed and properly resourced schools can significantly improve outcomes for children with ALN, offering access to specialist support, improved facilities and greater opportunities for inclusion. Members also shared that the school could provide additional provision for Welsh learners in the upper catchment area, potentially reducing transport costs again. Another suggestion via members at the pre-meet. There are clear opportunities for development here. Trefrw community provides a relevant example where initial opposition to closure has since turned into strong support for the area school model at Ysgol Dyffryn yr Enfys and Dolgarrog, which now offers broader curriculum. Of the 35 respondents who supported the proposal to close Betws-y-Coed, one comment notes that larger settings offer stronger educational resilience and better access to specialised staff. Estyn has also reported that improved or newly refurbished school buildings contribute to better educational outcomes. However, the report identifies Ysgol Capel Garmon as the nearest alternative school if pupils are to avail themselves of school transport. This school, built in 1854, faces clear physical constraints. As outlined on page 85, it has the smallest gross internal floor area, just 214 per square metre, the smallest ground floor space of all schools in the rural area. This raises significant concerns about its long-term sustainability. To access the school would be via a single carriageway and a 1 in 7 gradient hill, treacherous during inclement weather. In this context, I question whether the proposals currently under consideration provide, as what is quoted on page 43 of this report as, learners benefit from stable, resilient school structures. Instead, we should be asking a more fundamental question here. What is the most sustainable and forward-looking solution for our communities? In that respect, Betws-y-Coed presents a strong and positive opportunity. There is clear potential to develop a modern, carbon-neutral, eco-standard school, providing sustainable and accessible education in this rural area. We already have evidence that this approach can succeed. Ysgol Dyffryn yr Enfys in Dolgarrog demonstrates what can be achieved through investment and long-term planning. So my request today is a simple but important one, that the option of developing Betws Coed as a future area school with strengthened role in ALM provision and wider services is given full, proper and serious consideration before any irreversible decisions are made. This is not just a technical decision about buildings or budgets. It is a political choice about the future-proofing of education in the rural area and our children. The children are the most important element here. If we choose closure, we choose decline. If we choose investment, we choose opportunity, resilience and a future for our children. I recommend option 2, please, Chair.
Diolch yn fawr Cynghorydd Ellis, ac unwaith eto wrth gwrs da ni'n ymwybodol bod chi wedi mynd dros eich amser ac ond oeddwn ni am roed y cyfle i chi siarad ar ran eich cymuned eich hun. Dwi'n meddwl bod ni angen sicrhau rwan wrth i ni fynd i drafodaeth bod ni ddim yn pitio unrhyw ysgol yn erbyn ysgol arall. Felly nawn ni ganolbwyntio yn uniongyrchol rwan ar cymhelliad sydd ger bron, a mae Cynghorydd Ellis wedi gwneud cynnig, ond cyn i ni chwilio am eilydd, mi nawn ni rwan rhoi cyfle i'r swyddogion ymateb falle i rai o'r pwyntiau mae'r Cynghorydd Ellis wedi wneud, neu yn gyffredinol, mae fyny i chi. Dwi'n gwybod bod yna lawer iawn o bwyntiau wedi cael eu codi, ond dyn ni eisiau wedi dweud bod ni'n mynd i roi rei pethau do ar y cynllun gwaith i'r dyfodol ynglyn ag edrych ar yr holl stad o ysgolion. Oes gennych chi unrhyw beth rwan ydych chi'n dymuno ychwanegu, Dr Lowry?
Diolch Cynghorydd Liz. Dwi'n meddwl os oes a awydd ag awch i agor ysgol ardal, fydd rhaid cael cefnogaeth aelodau lleol i gael mwy o ysgolion bach a gwledig, oherwydd does gynnu ni ddim y plant i lenwi yn ysgolion bach ni ac ysgol ardal. A dwi'n meddwl hefyd fasa rhaid i ni gael eich cefnogaeth chi mewn rhoi achos busnes at ei gilydd ar gyfer yr cyllid cyfalaf o ddeutud, a dwi'n dod â ffigwr rwan o brofiad o 11 miliwn i adeiladu'r ysgol. Felly dwi'n meddwl bod yn strategaeth ni yn uchelgeisiol, mae yna weledigaeth clir yna, ond mae rhaid i ni gael y cefnogaeth i wireddu cynnwys y strategaeth yna yn ariannol a yn ddeheuol.
Gai jyst cwestiynu, o'ch chi'n dweud 11 miliwn i adeiladu ysgol newydd. Dwi'n meddwl bod Cynghorydd yn cyfeirio at yr adeilad sy'n bodoli.
Wel, ond fasa rhaid gwneud rhai addasiadau hefyd ar gyfer ysgol i gael mwy na 100 o blant ynddi. Ond, hefo'r costa rwan, da ni'n gwybod, mi fasa isio swm sylweddol.
Iawn. Diolch yn fawr. Dwi rwan yn mynd i fynd yn syth at y Cynghorydd Paul, oherwydd bod fi wedi wel, ddim fi fethodd o ddim yna. Felly, Cynghorydd Paul, os ydych chi jyst gofyn eich cwestiwn, os gwelwch yn dda. Diolch.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, I would start by proposing option 1. So that is that members agree to continue with the proposal to close Ysgol Betsy Coed and issue a statutory notice. I'd like to build on what Liz said, which I think is the key point. This is a political choice. Now, I've argued since 2022 that the political choice we should have been taken was to have a strategy for the rationalisation of rural primary schools. I have been in a very small minority on that from 2022. I do feel there is movement now, which is a positive. But we are where we are, and we have had this policy, certainly since I was elected in May 2022, which is, as I say, what I call the free market approach, whereby as population falls, as parental choice happens, in this case, yes, the 2019 Estin report will have impacted parental preferences. We are where we are in this situation at the moment. Therefore, I have to say this, if we do not look at the facts, if we do not look at the hard conclusions that are in this report and the difficult decisions we have to take, we are just compounding the problems that we as a local authority and all the rural communities will have going forward. Now, I saw the vote on this on the first school, and I couldn't even get a seconder. But I'm as passionate about this as anything. We need to move on from this sort of stasis that we have around rural primary schools in Conway. I would have preferred we had a real rationalisation strategy. That was not the choice of the majority. Therefore, we are in this situation. And I think we have to take these difficult decisions. And I really hope that the Cabinet gets on board and takes these difficult decisions. Thank you.
Diolch, Cynghorydd Paul. Mi ydyn ni eisoes wedi sefydlu'n do, bod ni yn symud ymlaen yn hytrach nag edrych yn ôl o hyn ymlaen. Mae'n aelod cabinet newydd yn ei rôl, a mae fyny iddo fo sut mae o mynd i fynd â pethau ymlaen. Ond fysa se ddim llawer o bwynt edrych yn ôl ar sut mae pethau wedi bod, felly.
And I commend Aaron's leadership on this. I really commend your leadership on this, Aaron.
Diolch. Oes e rhywun eisiau ymateb i'r cynghorydd Paul a be mae newydd dweud? Dr Lowry.
Sorry. Thank you, Councillor Paul. I think we also need to be really careful that we aren't isolating rural schools within this discussion, and I think that's the intention behind the strategy. This isn't just about rationalising small and rural schools. This is the first step to us looking at our estate as a whole and looking at all schools. You know, the fact that we're considering Ysgol Betws y Coed and previously Ysgol Betws Ysbyty Ifan this afternoon doesn't mean that that strategy can't include some of our other schools across the local authority. So I just think we need to be quite careful with the language and terminology that we're using.
Yes, and it's not, there's no intention of targeting particular schools in what we've been asking for in the pre-meet and the forward work plan.
And you know, the data is an important variable that is driving this first step as part of this strategy.
Thank you for clarifying, Dr Lowry. We're now going to... I should have asked, when Cynghorydd Liz put forward her proposal that we go for option 2, I should have asked for a seconder. I've never been in this situation before, so I am sorry if I've been flustered. So now I'm going to ask for a second, eilydd rwan, am yr argymhelliad y gwnaeth Cynghorydd Liz bod ni i fynd am opsiwn 2, sef i beidio cau. Ydych chi'n eilio Cynghorydd Simon Croft? Are you seconding? Iawn, mae gennym ni eilydd y fanne. Iawn, da ni'n mynd i'r bleidlais wrth gwrs. Mae'r Cynghorydd Paul... Do I go? Sorry. Councillor Carr.
You asked me to speak, Chair?
No, I asked you if you found something humorous.
I don't know. It's just a reaction. Sorry about that. I don't know. It's just a reaction. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Just reaction.
Fine.
Just a reaction.
Okay,
yeah.
I find nothing funny in this afternoon's
No, I
meeting.
don't find closing schools funny at all. It's just
No,
not
thank
at
you.
all. Not at all.
Cynghorydd Liz.
Chair, you did ask if anyone wants to respond to Councillor Paul. And if I may, I'd just like to say, if we close Betws y Coed School, we lose the school that offers a school large enough to accommodate an area school. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Do I now ask for a second for Paul?
No, you've got a motion.
Fine. Okay. So I'm just going to go back now to the speakers. I aelodau y Pwyllgor I gael siarad yn gyntaf, sgwylwch yn dda. A dwi'n mynd yn y drefn man o Cynghorydd David.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Yeah, there's nothing funny about closing schools, but it comes back to choice for me. And yeah, and choice does cost. It costs money to have choice, but we can look to the future to try and better that school, to put the investment in, and to attract pupils for the future. So that would be my preferred option. So I will support in option 2, not to close.
Dyna ni.
Thank you.
Ie, mi gewch chi gyfle I bwyso o'r botwm nes ymlaen. Y nesau I siarad ydy Cynghorydd Simon Croft.
Iawn, diolch, Cadeirydd. Yeah,
Simon, can you turn your volume up or speak a bit louder, please?
Oh, right, I will try.
Better, thank you.
Okay, iawn, diolch. Yeah, I would just like to agree with Councillor Liz and about the area school concept. I think Bessa Coed would be an excellent candidate for an area school to be rebuilt as the area school for taking in Capelgam and Penmachno, Ysbyty Ifan.
Cynghorydd Simon, can I just ask you not to make any suggestions in this meeting because this has not been discussed at all. I'm going to ask you to retract what you just said, please.
Okay, I will
by not
that.
Naming any of the schools in this discussion.
I will not name schools, but parents who actually look at the list in the documents will see that all of those schools in that area are well under the 75% that the Welsh Government is looking for.
Okay.
I'm really regret that this committee has had these closure proposals brought to them at this stage before we actually consider a rural school strategy.
Right.
We've got the cart before the horse in my book.
Fine.
We should be looking at SIPFAS and the rural school strategy
Yes.
and then talking about closures.
I hate using this term, which is widely used. It is as it is. This is the process that we've had to go through today. And that's why we're giving everybody a chance to debate. Felly, ymddeheuriadau I unrhyw gymuned y fanne gafodd ei enwi a dyda ser un o'n ni yn cefnogi enwi ysgol yn y cyfarfod yma ar wahân i'r rhai dan sylw. Ysgolwch yn dda. Diolch. Cynghorydd Goronwy, bod chi ddim ar y pwyllgor, mae croeso I chi siarad rwan. Diolch.
Hope you can hear me. My connection keeps breaking up, and so I missed the time to speak on the previous report. But certainly on this report, I think we keep on mentioning that we have a strategy going forward. I'm concerned that we are taking decisions, what I would call salami slicing onto schools, rather than looking to the strategy. I've lost 2 primary schools in my time.
Cynghorydd Goronwy, ydych chi'n dal yna? Cos ydych chi wedi rhewi a rwan dyn ni wedi'ch colli chi, dwi'n meddwl. Wel, yn anffodus iawn, dyn ni wedi colli y cynghorydd Goronwy. Iawn. Dych chi'n ôl, Goronwy, dwch nôl.
Fi'n colli gysylltiad. Gwbl tra'n ei ddweud, dwi'n meddwl bod yna lot o'r aelodau, da ni'n siarad am ysgolion, and we talk about individual schools, and we keep on coming up with salami slicing time and time again. I think this committee should really visit the schools. I don't know how many members in this committee actually know the locations of many of these schools to start with. I think for such important decisions, the future of education, the committee should go around and visit these rural areas to see the locations, the topography and everything else. And I would dearly suggest that you visit the rural areas and visit these.
Dyna ni wedi colli Goronwy eto, ond ga I ddeud mod i'n bersonol yn cefnogi yn union be mae y cynghorydd Goronwy wedi ddweud wan, na ddylai unrhyw un wneud y penderfyniad am ardal neu ysgol nad ydyn nhw wedi ymweld â hi. Felly, Yn anffodus y cynghorydd Dilwyn.
Dwi'm yn cael.
Os gynnach chi'r bwynt da chi eisiau gwneud yn gyflym, o diolch bwynt pwysig, o dwi'n gwybod, peidiwch â dod â, iawn, diolch.
Diolch cadeirydd. Dwi'n mond yn teimlo yn ddyletswydd annau fel aelod o llywodraethwyr yr capel Coed Elan bod gennau gyfle i ddeud ar ran y llywodraethwyr ac o'n i mewn cyfarfod hefo nhw'n neithiwr ac does gynnyn nhw'n eisiau gweld yr un o'r ysgolion yn cau.
Iawn.
Ac dwi yn pryderus iawn rhy fath â chi bod yna ysgolion eraill wedi cael eu henwi ac
Ia, ond dwi'n gobeithio mod i wedi gwneud i'n glir. A mae'n anodd iawn dad wneud beth sydd wedi cael ei ddeud yn dydi, ond yn sicr dwi'n meddwl bod ni gyd fel pwyllgor yma'n hyn, dydyn ni ddim yn cefnogi be gafodd i ddeud yma.
Diolch cadeirydd.
Diolch. Rwan te, da ni wedi cael cynnig gen y cynghorydd Liz. Da ni wedi cael eilydd yn y cynghorydd David y fan hyn. Mae rhaid ni rwan fynd i bleidlais ar yr cynnig yna, sef eich cynnig chi oedd, os newch chi ailadrodd, cynghorydd Liz, opsiwn 2. Neu na, ydych chi eisiau fi ddeud o? Ydych chi'n rhaid y meicroffon, os gwelwch yn dda, cynghorydd Liz, fel bod ni'n berffaith glir beth ydych chi'n gynnig.
Option 2, and the opportunity that we pause and reflect and look at better understanding a cost analysis for an area school with SEM provision and the Welsh learner unit as I...
OK, well, to summarise, dwi'n meddwl mae'r beth ydych chi'n gynnig ydy nad ydy'r aelodau yn cytuno y dylid parhau efo'r broses o gau ysgol Betws y Coed. Cos dyna'r opsiwn oedd genna ni o'n blaenau ynda.
Iawn.
Iawn? Nawn ni gadw fo'n fele, dydyn ni ddim yn cytuno. Iawn. Felly, hapus? David? Right, OK, let's open the vote, please. Pawb wedi cael cyfle, iawn, nawn ni gair y bleidlais, a mae hwnna wedi gario 8 y blaid a 2 yn erbyn a 6 wedi ymatal. Felly dydyn sy'n angen mynd ymlaen at eich cynnig chi, cynghorydd Paul. Rwan te, hoffwn ni rwan ddiolch i chi gyd am eich cyfraniadau pnawn yma. Da ni wedi cael cyfraniadau da, a dwi'n gobeithio rwan bod y cymunedau yn teimlo bod nhw wedi cael gwrandawiad teg. Mi fydd y mater yma yn mynd ymlaen i'r cabinet. Be di'r dyddiad? Os rwy'n yn gwybod y dyddiad y cynghorydd? Aron, da chi'n gwybod? Y 9 o fis Mehefin, felly mewn wythnos. Felly, gawn ni weld be fydd yr canlyniad o'r cyfarfod hwnnw. Hoffwn i ddiolch i Matt fan hyn, swyddogion yn yn ochr i, swyddogion yn syniste o'r Adran Addysg yma'n yr aelod cabinet. Felly, dyna ni, mae'r cyfarfod rwan wedi gau. Diolch.